Hello and welcome back to Fifi vs Aaron. I'm Fifi.
And I'm Aaron.
And welcome back to part 3 of our Unsolved Case Files game. So we have completed Objective 2, which was part 2 video. If you haven't watched part 1 or part 2, go back and start from part 1 because you'll be very lost. You'll not know what's going on. Any police officers or private investigators want us to help out, message our YouTube channel because we've proven to be quite good.
My head works different ways than other people, so does hers.
Which brings a uniqueness, freshness to the team. So far we've proved that Bones is innocent, which is part 1, and part 2 we proved that Andy Allen's alibi was wrong and that the photograph of the restaurant outside 8 minutes after the murder proved that his car was there when he said he was at home all night, so proved he was there. So now we're going to open envelope B, which said do not open until you've completed Objective 2, which we just did in the last video. This is so fun, like, it really makes you think, and like, we should have probably played this with a notebook so we could write down stuff, because we'd get a bit confused about what parts of information we found where. So I think for the next one we do, why am I having such a hard time with this?
Mine was hard too to open.
So I think the next ones that we buy, we're going to have a wee notebook. What we've got in this is
Little League.
Another Little League photo, and what is this? A letter written by someone. So, do you want to read out what our next?
This.
I tried to move with my hands, slapping a whacked leg on the table. So one of the suspects has lied about something that seriously implicates him in the murder. Your job is to find it. When you find the other lie, visit the page. After finding the evidence, right, this information does not prove he is the killer, but is very suspicious and will help the prosecution secure a conviction. So I think first we'll read the letter. So, to whom it may concern, this is Deborah Ashcroft. The Riverside Police would not give me your contact information, but they agreed to pass along a letter. Deborah Ashcroft, Harmony Ashcroft. This must be her mommy. Is it her mommy or sister? Her mommy. I was very glad that you've proven Mr. McBride's innocence. Oh, this is a letter to us. Because we proved Bones was innocent.
Yeah.
I want to be happy for Jenny and him. Jenny Rogers must be his new person. How dare him. Their family, they have children. Christian.
Jenny.
Hold on, Jenny was there that night. Jenny was his friend.
Yeah.
Dirty dog. Your wife was murdered and you were going sleeping with your friend. I heard you're also investigating Andy Allen, which we've proved in the last video that his alibi was fake. And I just want to respectfully say that I think your efforts might be better spent on other suspects. I've known Andy since he was 6, and he'd never hurt Harmony. They've been inseparable since T-Ball in 1976, so he's one of them. This is one of the pictures that we got. This letter and this picture was what we got in the bonus envelope. He fell in hard times right after Harmony's death and had never recovered. I'm afraid false accusations against him could cause a lot of harm. I think he still blames himself for what happened because he lied about where he was, Deborah. The mother is defending Andy Allen, but we've proved that he was at the murder scene 8 minutes after the murder, and he lied about where he was because he said he was at home fixing his car. He didn't go to a friend's house until after 10 p.m. to get the tools to fix his car.
Yep.
By this stage the murder already happened, and his car was photographed outside the restaurant where the rehearsal dinner and murder happened 8 minutes after
it happened.
The murder. So if his car was broke, he couldn't have drive to the restaurant, and he was clearly not at home the whole time. So now we have to find. So one of the suspects lied about something that seriously implicates him in the murder, right? So he lied about something that makes him really suspicious. Now the information that we're looking for does not prove that he killed Harmony, but it's very suspicious and will help the prosecution secure a conviction. So Rex Ratliff was Harmony's stalker. Rex Ratcliffe Ratliff, sorry, the stalker, in his interview with the police, the detective said the woman who was murdered Friday night, Harmony Ashcroft, how did you know her? And Rex said he didn't. But he called her office saying I need to see Harmony, so he obviously didn't know her.
Jenny wasn't at the house.
Yeah, Jenny was at the restaurant. My dad, he lied about knowing her.
Aye.
So unless we find someone on the other ones now to prove that somebody else lied, then I think that would be it. So I think we've solved it. For objective 3, which we're doing, one of the suspects lied about something that seriously implicates him in the murder. Your job is to find it. So we think we found it because it says here the hint. This information does not prove he is the killer, but it's very suspicious and will help the prosecution secure a conviction. So we think we figured it out.
Rex.
We think it might be Rex Ratliff because he's a stalker, and in his interview with the police asked him, the woman who was murdered Friday night, Harmony Ashcroft, how did you know her? And he said he didn't. Where the witness statement from Cheryl Pratt, who is Harmony's office manager, says that he rang specifically asking for Harmony, and when she told him that he was a child psychologist, or that Harmony was a child psychologist, and obviously he had to see a different psychologist because he's not a child, he began getting really angry and stuff. So he specifically asked for Harmony, so he didn't know her, and he went into the office specifically looking for her again. So he obviously knew her, so that we think that's the lie. So we're going to check it now on the website. So the pieces of evidence that we need is witness statement form from Cheryl Pratt
and the
recorded interview for Rex Ratliff.
Not them.
So it's not the witness statement and it's not the interview. So try the interview along with the call logs.
Nope.
Right, let me read this letter again. Go and get a hint. We're allowed 3 hints per objective, isn't it, aren't we?
Aye. Don't listen to Mrs. Ashcroft's advice about Andy.
So we might need to bring Andy back out. So what Miss Ashcroft said about Andy. I have been told by the police that you're looking at the old suspects in the case, and I think that's great. I want to believe Christian's innocent. Blah, blah, blah. I heard you've also investigated Andy Allen. I just want to respectfully say that I think your efforts might be better spent on other suspects. So what we're going to do is we're going to get Andy's kiss. Oops, and we're going to look over it again.
Andy Allen. He's 28. He's 5'11". Black hair, brown eyes, shy, dominant right hand.
So is it dominant right
hand? Is there?
His car
is there
at the crime scene.
At the crime scene.
Which he lied about, but it also said that this is a different lie. So this is who, and when I read the statement, or reading the witness support, witness statement form.
And this is mine. And I'm going to read his too.
There's nothing from Jason's witness statement other than he came over after 10 for the till.
You didn't attend the engagement party, did you, Andy?
No, I didn't. There's the lie.
There's the lie.
Because he said that he wasn't there, but his car says he was, and he said that he wasn't there, but he was able to say they got into an argument and left.
So what is it? The photo?
The photo.
Crime scene
photo front of restaurant, and the interview. So Jason did confirm it, but he came over at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Where's the lie?
You see them as being like, it's there, it's right.
I'm sure the people in the comments is like, it's that thing you read out, but we can't see comments right now. So he was in love with her, right?
He was. But there's the car. The car It has to be to do
And
with
he
the
said
picture.
he wasn't there, he was at home, so it's the both of them. What is going on Monday morning after the murder, I offered my condolences to him at work. His eyes looked lifeless. I could tell he was distraught. I asked him what he saw at the party, but he told me that he couldn't go because he had to fix his brakes. I remember him saying about something about it took a while to do because he wasn't very experienced and had to borrow a tool to finish the job, and by that time it was too late to go to the party. We've got it. He said he wasn't going to go because it was too late. By that time it was too late by the time he got the tool.
Aye.
But it wasn't because he didn't go until
It
after.
didn't after 10. So
It's a witness statement from Jason and a witness statement from Chad.
we do another hand.
Do another hand.
Don't listen to me. Need another hand. Andy lied about something significant on the top half of his person of interest sheet. It's not one of the two documents you're looking for, but if you know what he lied about, you'll crack the case. 3 years. And it worked 2 years.
Haha, you cracked it because look. So on Chad Highsmith, it says on Monday morning after the murder, I offer condolences to them at work. Right.
Well,
We got it. Right, person of interest, Andy, and Chad Highsmith. Witness statement.
how?
Man.
I got it.
What?
It was the Little League pictures.
How do you know?
Where's the other one?
There.
He's left-handed, not ambidextrous.
No, he's right-handed.
No, he's not. He's left-handed. He's left-handed.
What?
He lied.
Right, it says on there he's right-handed.
But he lied. That's the thing he lied about. Because there he
That's
is
on his
there.
left hand.
Turn him
And that's
facing
on
this
his
way.
left. So that was so confusing to me. So on his person of interest form, right? Let me see if I can point it out. Right, he said his dominant hand here is his right hand. But on the Little League photos, both. So he's the guy in the red shirt. Both his gloves are on his left hand, which is not it, which is his dominant hand, and the murder was
Left-handed.
left-handed.
Go me.
I mean, it was a team effort.
I got the Little Leagues.
But why was that not a telltale sign then about him being a job, like?
I know.
Because that was a big lie.
It was. Unless he got it wrong.
Anyway, I wouldn't have got that. That was a very small clue. I overlooked that. Completely overlooked. We've solved the case, guys. We have proved that Bones was
Andy.
innocent.
Mm-hmm.
And then we proved that Andy lied about his alibi because the picture proved that his car was outside the restaurant 8 minutes after the murder when he said he was at home all night. And then we've also found another lie in his person of interest form saying that he was right-handed when the pictures of him in Little League he was wearing his glove on his left hand, which means his left hand was his dominant hand, and he lied about that because in the autopsy report it said that most likely a left-handed weapon because of the angle and the placement of the blunt force trauma to the head that killed
Right
her.
above the eye. The right eye.
So, and he's a big guy, and it said it was a big guy that did it. So,
Proud of myself.
we've solved the case.
Proud of us.
Yes, me too.
So now
And we are going to
open the bonus envelope C. Why is it so hard to open these envelopes for?
I know. This is the final envelope. Envelope C we've opened.
And it says solved.
Woo! Put that
Case
closer.
files.
The un is scored out.
Congratulations, detectives. You have solved case number A3A03
The rest of them.
dash 5
If you enjoyed Unsolved-
1998.
If you enjoyed case files, visit us online to sign up for a new case, email notifications, share for your next unsolved case file, connect with us on social media,
We
the
will.
website, and finally, if you enjoyed this case and want to let us know, the best way to show your support with a 5-star review on Facebook. We will be
We
doing that.
will.
So, guys,
But hold on, we also got
a voluntary statement. This is from the killer.
city, town, something, state, Indiana.
Right, all that's been.
Okay, I'm not sure where that came from. I've never been violent in my entire life. Harmony went down instantly, and I immediately got up. I immediately got down to try and help her. She didn't have a pulse, and it was clear from the lifeless eyes on her badly bruised skull, or badly crushed skull, she was dead. As I stood above her in absolute shock, I noticed the engagement ring on her hand and thought about how Christian caused all this. In the heat of the moment, I decided to take his engagement ring, thinking that he didn't deserve to see it on her hand ever again. I hurried back to my car, but was a little rattled to drive right away. About 10 minutes after the police arrived, I realised I'd better get out of there and drive home, taking the bridge near the Riverdale Marina. About halfway home, I realised I had to get rid of their engagement ring, so I stopped at Grant Park, where I saw Mr. McBride sleeping, and put it in his hand. I didn't know Mr. McBride and didn't intend to frame him for the murder. I just thought in a few days he might try to pawn the ring, and I'd get it back, and it'll get back to the police and send him on a wild goose chase looking for the wrong killer. I realised I didn't have an alibi as soon as I got home, so I went to my neighbour's house and pretended like I had been fixing my brakes on my car all evening, even though I had fixed them earlier that evening before leaving for the party. I knew that police would be looking for a powerful left-handed person, and while finding out the person of interest for him, I decided I would pretend to be right-handed. I've been using my right hand since. I'm so sorry for what I have done to Harmony, Christian, their families, and Mr. McBride, and for everyone else who had been affected by my actions. I'm actually relieved to finally admit what I did, and I hope it helps some. I'm not sure if my nightmare is finally over or just beginning. Oh, my bad.
Oh. So we read the admission letter back to front, the voluntary statement. And I was wondering why the top part had not been filled out. Do you want to know why? Because it's on the wrong side. Let's read the top. We like to do everything back to front. So let's read the start of the statement now. So,
My bad.
my name is Andy Allen, and I killed Harmony Ashcroft on May 8th, 1998. It was a crime of passion and not premeditated. On the evening of May 8th, 1998, I drove to Tully's to attend Harmony and Christian Peterson's wedding rehearsal dinner. I intended to tell Harmony that I loved her and did not think she should marry Christian, but when I arrived at the party, I didn't have the courage to go on. I didn't want to be around all those people celebrating the wedding and decided to wait to talk to Harmony by her Land Rover in the back parking lot. About 9:30 p.m, Christian and Harmony came out of the back door of Tully's together. They were arguing and I hid behind another vehicle since I wanted to talk to Harmony alone. Christian was really angry and screaming in Harmony's face. I was about to fight him when Christian got into his car and peeled out of the parking lot alone. I thought it was the perfect opportunity to tell Harmony how I felt, so I walked up there and with every ounce of my courage I could muster, I shared my true feelings. It took me a minute or two, but I told her I had fallen in love with her at 6 years old playing t-ball together, and my feelings had only grown stronger through the years. I told her she could do much better than Christian and that if she only gave me a chance, I would prove it. Harmony's reaction was not what I anticipated all those times I ran through the scenario in my head. She said something like, "Oh Andy, you poor thing," and put her hand on my shoulder, but I took a step back. It was clear that her feelings for me were not the same as mine, and I was floored and embarrassed beyond belief. I have ran through the scenario so many times in my mind, and this wasn't ever a response I was expecting. I mean, Andy, if she loved you, she'd be marrying you, pal. She kept coming toward me, offering her pity and concern for my feelings like I was one of her patients, and I just couldn't take it. I kept asking her to leave me alone, and she kept reaching out her hand as I kept backing away. She kept moving towards me, and I was just so crushed and embarrassed and confused, and the rush of my feelings, along with her pity, caused me to snap. I just wanted her to give me some space and leave me alone, but I lost control and punched her in the face really hard with my left hand. So we've solved the case, guys. We hope that you really enjoyed these videos. Apologies if they are a bit long, but I mean, our first video was 35 minutes long. Our second one was an hour and 5 minutes. This is currently at an hour and 6 minutes, so I'll do my best to shorten it. So we have just solved the case of Harmony Ashcroft, and if any of you want to try this out, like, it's really fun. We've spent a couple of hours here trying to solve it, and it's so fun. And
absolutely go for it.
You really need to pay attention to finer details. Obviously, I overlooked a few things, and Erin reads things out back to front. But
I don't know how to read.
I'll put the link for the website and the description box below. And next month, I think we'll try and get another. So there's like 8 different cases, so we'll get another case for next month, and we'll do another one. But I had a lot of fun.
It was,
and a bit sad it's over.
Same.
Like, I don't want it to be over.
It took us like 4 hours.
So it did take us a while. So if the videos are like 20 minutes long, don't argue with me. Don't argue with me.
4 hours.
4 hours.
4.5 hours
of reading through. I feel sorry for the police officer. That's a lot of reading that we just did, and that's not a fraction of, I'm guessing,
what they have to go through.
What normal police officers and detectives have to go through for different cases. So,
especially for like ones that's murdered and they just run away and leave them, like that's like we done that within 4 hours, 4.5 hours.
Especially cold cases where they have to go through actual evidence as well, and like fingerprints and stuff like that. So there's a lot more involved in it. But hey, I mean, any police officers out there that's watching,
well done.
We solved it, so we can solve shit. I mean, sorry stuff. So
detectives,
if you want us to solve a cold case, look, it's solved. Hit us up and we'll do solving stuff.
We do look young, but we're not.
I have glasses now, so I'm smart. So everybody, thanks so much for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed all the parts to this wee mini series.
Sorry that this video has taken so long, but I promise we will get one back starting in the new year. We are going to be constant.
Yep, and this will be our last video of 2021. I think
this was the second video we done in 2021.
No, I was looking at 3. We've done about 6 videos.
Okay.
Someone hasn't been paying attention.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But 2022, there's going to be a lot of new videos. We were actually just talking about different things that we're going to try and do. We hope you had an amazing Christmas, and we hope you have an absolutely amazing New Year. Here's to 22.
And Happy New Year.
Here's to 2022. We'll see you guys in the next video. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, guys. Bye.